As a profession, I do a lot. I go into a lot of people's houses. I'm the guy that you do not want to see. Because you see me, you paying. You coming out of some bread. I do heating and cooling. And a lot of other things. So, since we're talking about careers and we're talking about issues that you kind of run into or scandals, right? That we kind of run into. One story I think is above all the most craziest story I've ever had. I got tons of them, but you can imagine by me doing residential and doing heating and cooling, going residential. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. So I goes over to this client house. He got his two daughters running around. Now he's round about, I would say, probably a shade lighter than me, complexion wise. So his daughters are running around. They're light skinned. I mean, very, very light. Long golden ponytails, right? So I'm obviously this dude is his spouse is mixed, right? And that's all. That's the most that I did for that situation. Went and fixed it, did what I suppose had done. Now I'm waiting on the money. That's the hardest part, is collecting my money. So as I left to go get a part and come back to get my money, he said, "Okay, well, me and my friend is on our way." I said, "Okay, all right." I seen a woman there, and I just automatically assumed that this woman had to be a babysitter, right? Just off the rip. I'm like, okay, she got to be a babysitter. I come back to the house. He said, "Yeah, me and my friend on the way." I said, "Okay, all right, I'm out here waiting on you or whatever. I'll wait till y'all pull up." So they pulled up. He gets out of the car, and then his best friend gets out of the car. The kids look just like his best friend.
Well,
just like his best friend, and I'm like, so I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, this is really uncomfortable of a situation to be in, because it's absolutely obvious that these children are not by these two individuals in this house. The woman was round about, I would say, she reminded me of Sierra. That's pretty much how she looks. She looks kind of like Sierra. She had the same skin tone, everything. He was round about, I would say, like I said, about two tones lighter than me. So pretty, still dark individual, but nothing in between them two constitute what I seen as far as them kids. Now I'm not a biologist. I'm not. You know what I mean? I know some things, but not enough to say with utter certainty that this situation was what I am going to say that it was. I'm going to say that the best friend was popping off his girl. Now, I mean, I know that's a stretch, but you can't get mixed children or the look of mixed children from two people that I know for a fact is black. You know what I mean? Like, these kids definitely were mixed with something. For sure. And it's not like you, babe. I know how you looking over it. It's not like, okay, both of your parents are mixed. Because both of their parents were not mixed. They were black, like me. And his best friend comes in. He tall, light eyes, light skin. He's mixed. So it makes sense.
Maybe
they reached back all the way to some roots.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
His roots, yes, you're right. His best friend's roots reach right up in his girl. I mean, but I said to myself, man, could he have probably asked his best friend? You know what I mean? To kind of like donate and be a surrogate father, I guess. I mean, but nah, because old girl was a little bit. She kind of loosened up when he popped up over to the house. You know what I mean? The giggles started to come. Beforehand, I didn't hear from the girl, didn't see the girl. But as soon as the best friend pulled up, I seen the back of her mouth. I didn't even know that.
Back of her mouth.
Yeah, I mean, she was wide, just smiling and laughing, talking all. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go. I gotta get up out of this, man. this triangle, man. You know, but the kids were beautiful and all that stuff. But I, you know, that had me floored that could happen. And he seemed like a docile guy. He really did. He seemed like that would go right over his head.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So it was kind of like,
That's unfortunate.
what was that thing we were watching yesterday? Can y'all hear me good?
Is.
What was the movie we was watching last night?
What movie?
With Jim Carrey, and he's got those 3 black boys. It was like that.
Me, myself, and Irene.
And everybody was looking at him crazy.
That is my movie.
Mine too.
What he say? He say, "Come on now."
My man is a straight
That
denial.
niggas are bigger than the sausages.
Oh man.
I was screaming last night because I was picking up on stuff I've never picked up before watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what? Yeah, they was fooling.
Yeah,
That movie was hilarious.
yeah,
That's my movie.
yeah. Well, I had a real life one of those situations going to do a service call.
Did it make you uncomfortable?
Very, very. I
Like trying to figure it out? Like
no.
just
I mean,
analyze,
it
not
was-
trying to figure it out,
because
but
was
just like observing it.
That's what I'm saying. It was like it was uncomfortable because I'm like, man, dude,
Like, I know if I see this, you see this.
like, bro, I'm floored right now because this is obvious to me. You know what I mean? Like, this is obvious to anybody that'll be sitting there, especially y'all know how y'all women are. I mean, if mama came up in there and said, come on now, you know what I mean? Mama, you know mama had to say something. His mama had to say something. Like, them kids is your friends. You know what I mean? They not yours. And he was, these my daughters, and you know, and that's their mama. I'm like, no, that can't be. That can't be their mother. You out of your mind. These kids look like they have a white mother. And then this boy comes in mixed, light eyes, just like the girls. The girls had light eyes. They light skin. They long. You know, he had curly hair. They had, I mean, look like his kids. That's what it looked like. They look like his kids.
Some people just gullible like that, I guess.
I mean, come on, dude.
Naive.
Nah, man. I think they all sharing each other.
I mean,
Some people do
wouldn't
that
be
too.
You know what I mean? I would have to venture to say if you can't be that naive as a man, dog. Come on.
I mean, so
man.
what you think? He's sleeping with his friend and her? They got a 3-way going on? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I've heard of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Or my man, you know, she cheated and he was just
Multiple
like, okay
times?
with it. Like, yeah,
How many kids?
right.
3?
They were twins.
Oh,
They
okay.
were, they
Okay.
were twin girls,
Yeah.
identical
Okay.
twin girls.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like I
This
said,
one time, it
I mean,
I
her
mean,
whole-
one and one. It could be 1 to 1,
true indeed. If it was 1-1,
but they
If
wouldn't be
it-
identical though.
they, you know what I mean. If it was a different father, then I can see, you know, like okay, her having sex with one and then the other one, and then one looks like the other one, and then the other one looks like the best friend. I can understand that. No, both of these kids look just like that man. As soon as he stepped out of the car, I kind of had that face like, ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord.
Awkward face. Like,
Yeah, I mean, because we know. I mean, we know. We are a cadre of mixed bag of people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, oh yeah, she got a little engine in her family. You know what I mean? Like we know somebody down her line was this, that, and the third. We objectify each other like that. So I definitely was not making a mistake. This dude. Your best friend got your girl, dude. For real. If
That's
you don't
too
know,
much.
you know. I mean,
That's wild.
it's embarrassing. Like
That's exactly what it is.
it would be embarrassing. Them two together, and you know what I mean, and then the children, they pushing the kids in the walker or whatever.
Bro.
I'm about to say, I hope they don't go out in public.
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
as a
That's one of
group.
them situations. Yeah, they go out in the
awkward.
public and somebody grandma. Oh, there's some where they daddy at?
Oh, no.
You know how them old women. Where the parents at? Both. Oh, y'all too?
Yeah, because old people will blow up the spot.